Oh, goodness, setting this up has been a pain in the butt. Anyway, hello. I'm here. It's me. Um, we're with this avatar because I don't have one for my updated model. Um, if I sound tired, it's because I am. I do have a Dino-Berry model in VRChat if, I don't know, if that becomes a thing that I decide to use later or something people want to see, I don't know. But, for now I'll be using this one because this, as I've stated, is the one that I feel most comfortable in. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of just hang out and talk and just, I don't know, it's nothing serious. It's not like a big serious like, oh, dramatic things are happening type thing. It's not like that. It's just a literal, I wanted to just sit and talk and chill and hang out and, you know, like just kind of vibe in VRChat and just talk, because this is honestly my favorite type of streams to do. And just, I don't know, with my YouTube channel, I feel like it was a good idea to do it here because it's been a long time since I've done a VRChat stream on YouTube. So I thought it would be a good idea to do that. So like I said, there's not really anything like super big happening. It's nothing like that. For Halloween, I mean, we had a Halloween party in person, so like that's why no content was made. I did say that I was gonna make a song for Halloween, and I never got around to it. Plus, like I said, every time that I go to make a song, I remember all the issues I have, and it kind of just deters me away from it. So that also was the case. Something else that I will say though is I've been very off and on about what I've been wanting to do, because I made, hopefully my audio is working. I have no idea how things sound. Also, I'll have to lift up my headset to look at chat, so that'll be fun. But as of late, I've just been very confused on how I'm wanting to do things from here on out, because after I made the video about the claim video, and after I was explaining how all of my songs get claimed and how it's hard to make the content that I want to make. Ooh, everything's lagging really bad. Ugh. What the fuck is happening? Okay, are we good? No? Do I need to go to a different world? Is that what's happening? Can I not stay in my home world? Okay. But just, I said that I would probably not be doing as much Markiplier related content. I wanted to focus more on me and more on my own stuff and stuff that I wanted to do. And that's not untrue, especially not, you know, now. I still want to do that. I still want to focus on my own stuff. I've been making more like let's play type style videos with me and my friends. Like, you know, I've been uploading them, and you know, a actual like schedule for YouTube videos has not been consistent at all. But that's because, like I said, I do more streaming on Twitch than anything else. I actually stopped streaming on Twitch for a bit to start streaming more on YouTube, because there was a big old thing with Twitch and how they were treating creators and things like that. So a lot of people were switching to YouTube. And I was like, you know, that's not a bad idea. This is where most of the people were that liked my content. It wouldn't have been a bad idea to just stream here in the first place. But I didn't. I went to Twitch and I started streaming on Twitch because for some reason my mind went, well, people on YouTube are not going to want to see streams consistently. They're going to want to see videos instead of streams. So for some reason in my mind, and this is still how my mind works, is I feel like if I stream on my YouTube channel, it clogs up the videos so you can't find them as easy. So what I've been doing, and like I said in the community tab, is I will have a stream up that I've done for about 24 hours. And then once that 24 hours is up, it goes into a unlisted playlist. And I'm pretty sure I have it set on the homepage, the live streams tab. So if you want to see any live streams, you should be able to just find them through there. So it's not hard to find them, but it also makes it so that way when you go to the channel itself, they're unlisted, so that way you don't see them, like you see videos and you don't see like those clog it up. That is the one thing that I wish YouTube did do, is I do wish that YouTube had a better like organization feature for channels. I know this is actually something that Mark has complained about, is because he likes to do YouTube shorts, and when doing YouTube shorts, those go along with videos. And so it would be nicer if they had like you go to the channel, like you click someone's channel, and then there's a tab for live streams, there's a tab for videos, and there's a tab for shorts. It would make things so much nicer. It would make things so much easier to kind of go through and to kind of find things and stuff. You know, it would just make things nicer. But I mean, I guess I don't think YouTube's really thought about that. You know, they just kind of make content and they're like, here you go. So the only issue that I have with YouTube is the claim issue. And this is something that I've talked about multiple times, is the fact that false copyright claims are put on videos, and to try to get them off is a literal like pulling teeth issue. And people have talked about this for a very long time, and they talked about how frustrating it is. And I don't know, because I do know that apparently with shorts, they're setting it up to where you can use copyrighted like songs. And I mean, that's great, but I don't know if that works with like the false copyright thing. I don't know if that's actually going to do anything about that. If it does, that'd be really helpful, because if they had a way to make it to where even if something is copyrighted, they can set it up to where you can still monetize off of it. It would really deter people from wanting to do false claims, because that's the whole thing, right? You do false copyright claims so that way you can get money. And if you're not going to get money regardless, why would you want to do it, you know, type thing. So the hope would be that that's something that they're doing, but I have no idea if they're doing that or not. I also hope that soon, which this sucks, but I am hoping soon I can pay for a actual license, so my music will be like official licensed, and people can't false copyright claim it. Because then it would be my property, and you know, because the unfortunate truth is that I've made the music and I've uploaded it to YouTube, and so that's kind of free reign for people to do whatever they want, and it sucks. But the only thing I've asked people to do is to, if they use the song, to link it in the description, you know, so that way people can find the original song. That's the only thing I ask people to do. You don't have to do a whole fucking like block of info about me or my stuff. That's all I ask people to do. But it's come to the point to where these false copyright claims have become so like prominent that I'm probably just gonna need to actually license it. And in turn, that means that anyone who's used my songs in their videos might get a claim. And if they do get a claim, then I would have to unclaim it. And that would be a whole thing. So that is going to not be fun, but I'm thinking that's the only solution to the problem, if I would like to continue making music. I do know that I'm still trying to figure out how to set up putting music on Bandcamp, so that way people can buy songs that way and things like that. Because that'd be really nice to do. It would be a nice income, at least. I do feel like at this point, though, I just don't know if it's worth it or not, because it's been several years, you know. It's been a minute since my big days of music making were a thing, you know. It's like no one really cares about my content that much anymore. And I mean, that's probably because I went kind of MIA for a while, and I know that's the case is because I went MIA, and then my content wasn't music, it was other content, and people don't really want to stick around for that stuff, you know. And I was talking about the decline of my channel and how I was losing subs and stuff, and the thing is I just don't know how to fix that, you know. I don't know how to fix that. I don't know how to make that better. I don't know how to increase viewers or subs or any of that anymore. I just don't know how to do that. Mark has changed so much in these past few years that I have to learn to change with it, you know. And when you make fan content, you kind of have this certain mentality when you make fan content. I would know, I've made it for a long time. You have this mentality, right? And I just don't really have that mentality anymore. So it's hard. It's hard to make fan content like that. I have been thinking about making edits and stuff on TikTok, because the way I got started was I made edits on Vine, and so I am thinking about making TikToks, making edits on TikToks. Is it like lagging really bad? It looks like you just screamed. It's so hard to see. Hold on. Oh, you called me a nerd. How rude. But I will say that something that I'm not saying that this channel is like dead and gone and da. I'm not saying that. There will be more music, because I do enjoy making music, so there will be more music. It's just I am gonna have to look into doing an actual licensing thing. And I think until I can get there, until I can afford the licensing fee, because it's like a yearly thing. So until I can like comfortably afford that, I simply will not be making anything else yet, until I can do that, in terms of music. But in terms of like videos with me and my friends, those will be coming out pretty soon. I've made a few so far, and I'm going to be making more. I said in the community tab as well that I'm working on a Final Fantasy video, and I am working on a Animal Royale video. Those are still being worked on. What I'm probably going to do is edit those videos and upload those videos, and then I'm probably going to start working on new content, new content. That's the best I can do. I've been thinking about doing some Final Fantasy 14 type like guide videos, things like that. Not exactly guides, but like how I feel, you know, when playing Final Fantasy. And I know that's something that a lot of people don't really care about, but I love Final Fantasy 14, and I've loved it for a long time. That's actually what I've been doing for the past like 2 years, is a shit ton of Final Fantasy 14. And I would just like to share that, you know, with people. And so I'm probably going to be doing more content like that. In terms of this type of content, like VRChat content, I would love to start doing more VRChat content. But the thing is when I was mainly streaming VRChat before, and when we played VRChat before, and I had like the VRChat footage before, that was like 2019, 2020 footage. That was back before I moved, and that was when, that was before any of us moved. So that would be me, Shmayru, and Alex, and we would normally do stuff together. But we moved, and we all moved really close to each other, and so because of that, we haven't really had a need to play VRChat. We still do every now and then, you know, but VRChat's also had its own issues lately, you know, it's had its own problems, and so we've wanted to boycott it, we've wanted to play other things and stuff like that, and it's just been a roller coaster. Alex is not the biggest fan of VRChat anymore because VRChat does not run very well, and it always gives him a headache when he plays. So he said that the main way he would play VRChat is if we play with our friends, like, and we know what we're doing type thing. So that way we're not just sitting around doing nothing. But with me, I love VRChat. I've always loved the virtual space of being whoever you want. That's a big reason why I'm a VTuber because of that. So I love VRChat. I love this avatar. I love being in this virtual space where I can look around and it looks like all this stuff is real to me. I've always loved that. I've always been a fan of that. That's why on TikTok, I was a VRChat creator for a minute there. And I wouldn't say that I've stopped, but I haven't made an actual VRChat video in a while on TikTok. But yeah, I've always loved VRChat, you know, and I've always loved doing things on here, and I've met a lot of cool people on here, and it's fun. I'm hoping for Christmas, or at least around Christmas time, they'll have some new VRChat worlds, and we can do some fun Christmas stuff on here. I'm not sure if that'll happen because we didn't do anything for Halloween, so I don't know if that'll happen. But like I said, there's a lot of real world things happening that makes me not as available to do things online anymore like I could have then. Which I know in terms of content is not good, but in terms of me and my mental health, it's really good. You know, that's the trade-off, right? Like, I remember I did a live stream like a few years ago, and I was talking about how the reason why I wasn't making content is because I was like going through really rough depression. You know, I was going through a really bad spot. And I would be lying if I said I haven't gone through it now, but I suffer from chronic depression. I suffer from anxiety and actual chronic depression. It has been diagnosed from a doctor. It is a real thing that I go through, and I have to take medication for it. And the way that I work is if I don't take that medication, I simply cannot have the energy to do anything. It is that type of depression where I am either laying down all day or I am doing something else like playing games or something else all day. And it is it's a thing where in my head I've got a million things going on of what I need to do, what I should be doing and stuff, but my body physically will not do it. And that's kind of hard for making content because I know I should be making stuff. I know I should be doing these certain things, but my body just cannot do it. But since I've moved and since being here, it's come with ups and downs. Not in the sense of living with Alex. Like, living with Alex has been amazing the whole time. It's more the fact of with me and who I am as a person. I'm trying to still find myself and figure out who I am as a person. Because when you move away from everything that you've known, that will do that to you. Unfortunately, when you move away from everything that you've known, you end up going through a crisis of, I don't know who I am. And so I've been dealing with that, and then also dealing with trying to figure out if I want to keep pursuing the internet stuff, if I want to keep pursuing streaming, if I want to keep pursuing YouTube, or if I want to just stop and just go get a real job and live that way, because this is something that I enjoy and this is my career. I will say that 100%, making YouTube videos, streaming on Twitch, that is stuff that I enjoy. That is stuff I've always enjoyed. That is where my comfort is. And then going and working at like a retail job is not enjoyable. You know, that's a big thing that happened is when I worked, I was making YouTube content, but then I got a job at a retail store, and that took literally all my time. I was a part-time worker working full-time hours. I had no time to do anything. And that was a big reason why my channel kind of stopped getting traction as well, because, you know, I couldn't make content. I didn't have time to make content. And it got very bad very quickly. I quit because I'll be honest, The reason why I quit is because I wanted to come visit here for a Halloween event that we had been planning. And I had asked my manager if I could do that. And he said yes. And so I said, okay. So I put in the time. And he says, yes, as long as you put in the time, we will approve it. So things happened. We ended up getting a new store manager, things like that. When that happened, the store manager told me that I could not have that time off. And I told him, I said, I was already told by this other manager that I could have that time off. And this is unfair to me because he already told me I could do this. They brought in that manager and he goes, I did not tell her that. I did not tell her that she could have that time off. And I was like, you're fucking lying to this guy straight to his face. What the fuck? It's because they're all trying to get in his good grace, right? He was the new store manager, so all these managers wanted to fucking be up his ass for some reason. And so the guy's like, well, you can't have that time off. And what you can do is if you decide to take that time off, then you can, what was it? Like you can have like 5 days off. Because I was going to be gone for 10 days. He's like, you can have 5 days off and then take 5 points. And when you work there, you're only allowed to have 5 points. So that would have fired me, is what he was telling me. And I was mad. And I went back to my department. And my manager asked me what happened. Okay, so this is how it works, right? We got store managers. And then we got managers. And then we've got like sub-type managers. It's like they're managers of that area. And she asked me what happened. And I told her exactly what he said. I then get called back into that back room. And he goes, I did not say that. I did not tell you that. And you shouldn't be telling people that. If you're going to sit and lie to people, then we're going to have problems. I didn't fucking lie. I told him what you said. He didn't like that I told them what he said. Because I definitely didn't fucking lie. Why would I lie? I said, okay. Okay, that's fine. And then I went home. I went home. I did not finish working that day. I went home. And then I got called. And they were like, oh, well, you can't leave unless like an actual manager like sees you clock out. And I was like, okay. So I went back and she's like, well, we really need you today. I said, I don't care. After that and how he fucking treated me, I'm leaving and I'm not working the rest of the day. She's like, okay. So then I clocked out. Pretty sure I took like half a point or whatever for that. I don't really care. I left and I worked until the time was that I was supposed to leave to come visit. And then it was the day before. And I knew I was going to be fired. So I called out. I said we had some family issues. So I called out and I did not work that day. So that way I could go home and pack, get things done. And the way this place works is you get an app on your phone that tells you your schedule. The next day that I went to check this thing, as I was at the airport getting ready to leave, I checked it. It would not let me log in. It said my account was deleted. So that meant they fired me. They did not tell me I was fired. They did not give me a phone call or nothing that I was fired. You want to know? I knew I got fired because one, I knew they were going to fire me from this anyway. I knew if I didn't show up, they would have fired me. But I knew I got fired because my coworker told me that the manager was talking shit about me the day that I wasn't there. Was saying, oh, she knew this was going to happen. She knew this was going to happen. She knew she deserved this. And I was like, you are a fucking bitch. Because you were the one who was up his ass. God, I hated that. Like, the last few months I worked there was hell. Absolute hell. I totally got off topic here. But it was fucking hell. But that place sucked. And it drained me. And it took me out of wanting to make content. And it sucked. That's all I can really say about that. But... oh my goodness, there's so much happening in chat and I haven't seen any of it. Hold on. What's happening? Use me for content, Barry. Yes, back when you were in frozen hell. Frozen hell. Hi, Poobs. Barry, I will punch your depression straight in the dick. Hell yeah, do it for me. Alex, remember kids, anything has a dick if you think it does. Me and Zero will beat that shit out of your depression. As will I. Yee, triple that shit. Oh no, not the chair. Ah yes, the oh, that makes more sense. Thanks guys, I'm glad you'll beat the shit out of my depression. I definitely need to beat the shit out of. But no, fucking, I'm telling you, working there made it so much worse. Because that place fucking sucked. And I was just talking to Alex yesterday. And I was like, I swear to God, I said the only time that I enjoyed working there is when I had my specific job in my specific department. And that's what I was doing. That was the only thing I did. That was the only time I enjoyed working there. But then they changed it to where you had to work like the whole area. So I'll just say, I fucking worked bakery, all right? I worked in the bakery. I baked bread. That's what I did. It's what I enjoyed. I fucking loved working in the bakery. It was great. It was such an easy job. It was such a quick, easy job. I knew what I was doing from the start of my day to the end of my day. It was a set schedule every day. I knew what I was doing, right? Then they changed it to where I also had to work deli. Because the bakery wasn't enough anymore, apparently. So then I had to work deli. So now I have to actually deal with customers, and I have to deal with the hot stuff and putting things in oil, and that's something that I'm really afraid of, which I know is stupid, but I'm afraid of it. But having to put things in hot oil and dealing with that all cleanup and all that fun stuff. And it sucked. And I mean, working the deli wasn't super bad, but I preferred the way my job was before, and they fucking changed it. And so I think they told me that that's what all Walmarts were. Whoops, I shouldn't have said the name. Oh well. Anyway, they told me that that's how they. Whatever. I just saw a fucking video yesterday of some guy talking shit about Walmart, so I'm not too worried about it anymore. It was literally years ago. I've gotten my fucking unemployment from them. Like, there's nothing else they can do to me. But like, when I worked there before, they told me that that's what all the places were doing. They said, oh yeah, that's what all of them are doing now. They're changing it to where you have to work both. And I feel like if I was to go to the one here and was to ask them that same thing, they'd probably tell me that that's not true, that there's bakery and there's deli. Because I feel like it was just that location. Because it was in a small town, and the small town, that was the biggest way that they got money was Walmart. And it sucked because that meant that they could just do whatever they wanted, and I hated it. Hated that place. And that's unfortunately not even the worst job I've had, because then I worked at the fucking hotel, and then the hotel was bad, but that was mainly bad because of people. At least I did my job, and I knew what my job entailed, and they didn't change my job on me like the other place did. But the hotel was bad because of the management. The management was not the best. And the people who would come to get rooms were not the best. Which is silly because it is a fucking hotel in the middle of fucking nowhere, and these people are assholes still. So we have, where I live now, we have a hotel that's literally like right behind the apartment complex. And I've thought about applying there because I was like, you know, I've worked at that hotel. So I was like, oh, I could work at this one. That was a big reason why I applied to the one there, because I knew there would be hotels all around here that I could apply to. And the only problem with that is that if I was to work here, I feel like I would only want to do housekeeping, because working front desk and dealing with those people, and here I'm sorry, but I feel like it would be 10 times worse here. The way that people are when it comes to hotels. People are fucking mean when it comes to hotels. If you go into a hotel... Uh-oh, I'm lagging super bad. Okay, my game's lagging, but it's not lagging on stream. This is weird. Anyway. If you were to go to a hotel... Wait, does that mean someone joined me? Hello? They shouldn't be able to just join me. I'm looking. No, it doesn't say. I think my game is just lagging. But just the way people are fucking mean when it comes to hotels. So I feel like the only way I would work at a hotel is if I did house cleaning. Because when you do house cleaning, you don't have to deal with people. You don't have to deal with shit with people. You go in there, you clean, and you leave. That's all you gotta do. And fucking, I would be good with that. Now I get to check messages again. Bread bank. Coming from someone who's only worked one job so far, I think I lucked out in some aspects. If you enjoy your job, then absolutely you did. But then there's the lack of communication, especially when we're trying to move back to our original building. Oh, no, I get it. I feel like with every job you'd get good with bad. Also, you cannot see chat messages at all, huh? I guess I'll put them up here, and you really still can't see them, but we'll just put that there. Why is my hand over there? There we go. But I feel like with every job you have, you're gonna have good and bad, you know? It just depends on how worth it is. When I worked at Walmart and I did bakery, it was worth it to me. I did not hate my job working in the bakery doing what I was doing. I actually enjoyed it. I had seen myself doing that as a job and staying as that job because I enjoyed it. I was totally fine. If I was offered to do that exact job again today, I would take it because I enjoyed what I was doing. But as soon as they changed it, and as soon as they made it to where I had to do all this other bullshit, and then when I got into cake decorating, and then we got like the new management, and then how the new management treated me and stuff, it was hell. At that point, it was hell. Cake decorating was fun, but my other coworkers would talk shit about me because I wasn't as good as they were. And then also, I was told I just wouldn't get enough hours, to, you know, to actually, I don't know. It was, I'm going to be completely honest, at that point, working at that job, I wanted to die. And I'm saying that in the safest way possible. I did not want to live anymore doing that job. So that's why I say if I'm offered the exact job I got when I first started working, I would have been fine. But if it's the same way now that it was when I left, fuck that. There's no way. I mean, we're not like super struggling. Like we can still pay our bills, but we don't really have a lot of money left over. And that's why I'm trying to like get YouTube and Twitch to be a thing that I can keep doing, because you know, I want to help. I want to help in the best way I can. And even Alex has said like, oh yeah, you know, if you do Twitch or if you do YouTube, like that's your money. Like you have that money and you get to keep that money. And I was making money before. You know, I did make a good bit of money before. But I mean, I guess the channel just hasn't really grown since I first started, and I need to figure out how to grow. And that's kind of where I'm at now, is trying to figure out how to grow. But I feel like each job comes with good and bad. You just have to figure out if it's worth it or not. If you enjoy what you do, then that's good. You know, that's what I'll say on that. Liam screams hi. Hi, Liam. Poobs, any of you in chat, if you would, because you're my friends, if you would like to come into VRChat and say hello, you can do that. I'm not going to say no. I might need to switch worlds, though, because this one seems to be lagging. Let me look. No, go back. This one's called Soft Space. New instant. Small relaxing space. Hold on, let me read that. Small relaxing space suspended in the clouds with mirrors, pens, and video players for PC. It says it's small. So that means that it shouldn't lag, right? Anyway, new instance. Friends plus. Join. I probably should have made it private, but it's fine. I don't really have anyone online that I think would join me anyway. But now I'm gonna have to find a new place to sit. I've got some wonderful stories about my job when I have some spare time. I don't have VRChat and my laptop would scream. VRChat is free and I'm working right now. Yes, VRChat is free, but your laptop might scream, but that's okay. You could probably do it on your mom's laptop, to be perfectly honest. But that's if you want to. You don't have to. You don't have to do it if you don't want to. Wow, this place really is small. Oh, but the lighting is adorable. I'm trying to figure out where I can sit. What do we got? Colliders, rain, pens, pickups, sleep. Ooh, what does sleep look like? This isn't sleep. Ooh. Video player, all this fun stuff. They're playing little cute Nintendo Animal Crossing music. Oh, this place is perfect, actually. Okay, can I sit here? Can I not sit on the bed? I probably can. I have to just turn on the colliders. Colliders, there we go. Now I should be able to sit down somewhere. Maybe, maybe not. Hello? Can I really not sit down right? Unless I turned off colliders. Hello? Colliders? Hello? Why are the colliders not working? I could probably just stand here too, though. Am I really just... Right here. Anyway. Click it. Does that mean that it's gonna... Does that mean they're on? Oh. Oh. What is this? Where are you? Wow. Where am I? Oh, I was on the top bunk. That was a ladder. That's what that was. Okay. Okay, so I've hit it again. There. Let's see. Any lighters? Whatever. I guess I'll just chill. I guess I'll just stand. Because why not? I could stand over here. Man, I want to sit under here. Can I? Oh, these are mirrors. Okay. There's definitely a collider in here. Hold on, I'm figuring it out. Whoa.
Okay, well I can't quite get it to work, but I'm sitting, quote unquote. So we're just gonna do it this way, I guess. Oh, this is so cute. I love this. The world is really quiet though. I think that's my settings though. There we go. Oh, there we go. Okay. I don't think my mom would let me get VRChat on her laptop, but it's fine. Just vibing and chat. Okay, that's okay. Alright, I think I'm realizing the lag issue. I think the lag is not exactly due to the world I'm in. I think it's due to my computer. So there's that. If I was streaming from my actual like headset, it probably wouldn't lag as bad. But since I'm doing it through the Quest, and then the Quest there's the link to the Air link, and it's going through my computer, I think that's what's causing the lag. So yeah, it's not. It kind of sucks, but it's not the worst thing in the world. It says there's colliders, but I can't sit. So I don't know what that. I don't know what that. But no, I feel like I don't know. I want to make stuff. I still want to make stuff. I don't want to stop making stuff. I think I just keep fluctuating between Twitch and YouTube. And I mean, that's really all I can say, is that I just keep going between Twitch and YouTube. And I don't really know if there's one I want to stick with, or if there's like a day that's gonna stop. But that's just kind of how things are going right now. I know Twitch kind of sucks right now though, because I don't really get any new viewers. I get the same, like I get like my friends will come say hi every now and then, but I don't really get any new viewers other than that. But when I stream on Twitch, or when I stream on YouTube, I will normally get like someone new come in every now and then, and they'll come say hi. So that's why like part of me is like, oh, it's more worth it to do it on here. But then I'm like, oh, but the Twitch payout is smaller now, because now it's like 50 bucks instead of 100. So I'm like, oh, maybe I should try to push for that. And it's just, I don't know. If fucking Twitch would let me multi-stream between YouTube and Twitch, it would make my life so much easier. It would just solve all my problems. But they won't let me do that because Twitch is mean and doesn't let me do that. I love the music. Animal Crossing rain music is the best. Yeah. That's why I like this world. This world's actually really cute. I like it. I like it as like a nice chill, just kind of hangout world. Because like you could sit, there's top bunks and stuff. Here, I can actually, let me show you around. So this was the part where I was at. This is like the standing area where you come into. And then when you look, there's this little like tent over here, and it's got a little TV in there. It's got some lights and stuff. And then there's a top bunk up there, so you can sit up there. And then you have this little like mid area where it's got this couch, and the couch has a window right there with the thing. And then you have this nice little like circular spot that has another TV, and it's a spot where like you could lay down and watch the TV together and stuff. And it's really cute, and I really like it. I think it's really cute. I like this world. And I think up here is another bunk that you could just go and chill. So, it's cute. I like it. I don't really have many people who play VRChat though, so that kind of sucks. So I can be in a world like this, but it's only just gonna be me. There's the door. I'm wondering if the door will take me anywhere. But I'm thinking about making more VRChat TikToks. Because I did enjoy doing those. And I would get a lot of views from those too, which was very surprising. But I don't really know what's like trending right now, so I don't really know what to make videos of. Oh, that's cozy as hell. I want to live here. Same. I love this spot. That's what's nice about being in VR too, is it does. It feels like you're really here. It feels like you're really experiencing it. And it's nice. This would be a really nice spot if when me and Alex weren't living together, like when we were dating the good old long distance. This would have been a really good spot for us to just kind of hang out and watch movies and stuff together. Because the world that's my home world, it used to be like this, to where it used to have like a couch or a bed or something, and you could sit on the bed and then just like watch videos and stuff, and it was like a nice comfy feeling. But then they changed it to be a theater room instead, which isn't, I mean, it's not a bad thing, but I like this vibe more. I like the vibe of having like a nice comfy bed and like you get to just lay on the bed and watch videos together. I'm definitely gonna favorite this world. Let's see, they changed the HUD, so now I have to see if I can remember how to do this. Or learn how to do this now. Backrooms VRC. Night of the Thread Girls. Recently played with Alex, Ruyon, and Shmay. Yeah, that sounds about right. Stop on avatars. I have one friend online, and that's the one friend that I saw. New main menu is live. Oh, yeah, we're hiring. Oh, jeez. What are you hiring for? Good people to join our team on VRChat. We are one of the leading virtual performers. People with passion for VR, social, and virtual worlds. Great communicators. People that not only meet the job requirements, but that have shown the ability to excel. Folks who collaborate well, self-starters. We don't have a hierarchy management. We structure our roadmap and project teams with the expectations of those individuals, multi-talented applicants. I would apply, but I don't know what exactly they're hiring for. If they're hiring for people that do like coding and stuff, I don't know how to do that. But I mean, I could test worlds, so I could go to worlds and test them out and see what it's like, but that's probably about it. I'm not really good at coding or 3D modeling and stuff. Oh, well now it looks like if chat would have stayed where it was, you could actually see it now. The coloring that I have in game versus what you see on stream is different. What I have in game is more pink toned, and what you guys are seeing on stream is not. I don't know if that makes me sad or not. But yeah. I'm probably gonna be streaming again later. I don't think I'm going to be streaming, I think I'm going to be streaming on Twitch again. And we'll be playing Tiny Tina with Garth and Walt. Poopsie. My wonderful friend, if you are still here. I was wondering if I could talk to you. I can totally talk to you about this off stream too. We don't have to talk about this on stream. But it's almost Christmas time, you know? We're getting in the festive season, right? And I was hoping we could have some festive looking layouts for the festive season. If not, it's totally fine. But I've definitely had some ideas of some streams I want to do. It's just the issue if I don't know if I want to do them on Twitch or YouTube. But lately it's definitely been a stream mood. It's been streaming, like, I want to stream more Splatoon 3, I'm wanting to stream more of me drawing, I'm wanting to stream some more Tiny Tina, things like that. I just don't know if I want to do YouTube or Twitch. I miss this model though, I will say. I love this model. I've always loved this model. My plan was actually to, when I got a live 2D model, it was just going to be this model just in 2D. But then I made a custom one for my, well, no, I made a custom design for myself. And I love that design, and I'm not saying that I don't, but I am saying that I do miss this design because this, I don't know, I've always loved this avatar. The design I have now is definitely more personalized for me, especially with the shirt being a vampire themed shirt, because I've always been into vampires. The black and white hair, because normally every character I has either black or white hair, or they started with black hair and then they have white hair later. Like that's definitely a personalized thing for me. I just, the choker is also personalized because that's based off of Scourge from Warrior Kids. Yeah, I think that was more personalized for me. I am thinking about fucking going back to DinoBerry though, because of course I am. I always think that. But the problem is I don't know exactly how to make DinoBerry a live 2D model. I have a model of her in here that I customized, but it's a 3D model, it's not a 2D model. But I can show what she looks like. If it loads. There we go. I'm so tall. Why is it not? Okay, some of those will work. But yeah. She's got her nice little wings, and she's got some cloth, and she's got a shirt that says SecretlyMarkiplier'sBarry. She's got her space leggings, and I got the hair. That's pretty good for her. So yeah, I have this avatar that's DinoBerry themed, and obviously her tongue sticks out because it's supposed to. Do I have the other one still with me? I don't think so. I do not. I do have this one. I don't know if the mouth is going to work. This is my, this is my, Final Fantasy character. It's my cat girl. It's got the same outfit and everything. The necklace is different, but that's fine. I don't have like face expressions or anything like that because I don't quite know how to set that up, so I don't have that on this one. I think the only issue I had was with this one was the neck. The neck's kind of doing some weird stuff, but other than that, like the avatar actually looked pretty good. My tail's back there somewhere.
I have this avatar, which is the closest one that I have to my VTuber model that I have now. This one has the eyes. It's also got the shirt design. It's also got the black and white stripes. It's hard to see. It's got the black and white stripes leggings, and it's got, you know, the tongue. The hair was the only issue because the hair doesn't have a set way to split it black and white, so instead it's got the stripes in it. If I was to go, I could probably go through the texture and find a way to maybe split it, but it would be very tedious to do that. Yeah, it's also a dog model, so that was fitting. The only thing is it also does not have two tails, but you know, it's not a big issue. But I do have the nose piercing. I have the glasses. So yeah, I actually really like this model because I've always loved the Arplin model anyway, because I like the size of this model, because it's smaller, but it's not so small that you can't do anything small. So I've always liked this one too. I like how the hands are and how the sweater is and everything. So that is a big reason why I made this one, based off my VTuber model. The other model that I really enjoy using is Coffee, which is my otter. And if you've seen any of me in my VRChat streams before, you would know this model. Oh, I think this is the broken one, because this has the tongue sticking out. There we go, that was better. So this is the otter avatar that I like to use. I love the otters. They're so cute. I've always related to otters, so there's that as well. But yeah, I love this avatar. I've always loved this avatar. I think it's adorable. I also have, which I just saw, I have Glitch. There she is. I also made Velvet in here, which I've used a few times as well. Velvet is adorable and I love her very much. Velvet is obviously, I don't know, pretty simple avatar. Doesn't have a lot of bones or issues or anything like that, which is nice. There's this version and then there's the other one, because the person who made this avatar made another avatar, which I can actually go to. This one has clothes. The other one does not. But they made the first avatar, and then this was the updated one. And if you had bought the other one, which was like $5, then you would get this update for free. So that's what was nice about that one. Yeah, this is the first one. I think this one's cute, not gonna lie. I think this one's adorable. I love the face. But obviously, as you can see, the textures aren't as good. Like, the eyes aren't the actual, like, eye color that she has. She looks very, like, glossy. You know, there's, like, a very glossy look to it. The ears, obviously, are not fully correct. This one was more of a, like, a prototype type thing. But then once I got the other one, which I'm going to have to attempt to find again. There it is. I was able to fix the eyes and fix the, you know, the glossy effect and things like that. The ears aren't still like 100% correct, I don't think, because like they are still like just red on the inside, but it still looks good. I still like this model a lot. I still use it every now and then. I also just saw my amp wave, which is based off of Glitch. No, this model's tall, so this is gonna be fun.
Oh, it went with it. Okay. So yeah, the only thing that bothers me about this one is how big the hands are, which you can adjust. You can adjust the hand size. But yeah, this one is based off of Glitch. It is the Ampwave the Ampwave species, and I fucking love it so much. I worked really hard on this one, on those textures at least. I worked really hard on. My little angry eyebrows. I have a tongue. There it was for a second. But yeah, I like this one too. And then of course I have Glitch, which Glitch is around here somewhere. There she is. Now this one's tall. This one is tall. The Mama Gens are very tall. I do have a other like normal protogen model for her as well, but I do like the Mama Gen models. We have a like cute little dog. Oh, I also have these. I subscribe to Hobber's Patreon, so I got a ton of their avatars. Oh, I still have this one. I forgot about this. Not as tall, thankfully. Little goblin avatar. Forgot about this one too. I have so many avatars. I also have the panda. I have a ton of avatars. Why are my ears down? They're not supposed to be down. The gravity is way too high. Yeah, I have this one, which has Luna's on his shirt. This one, which was like the first one I worked on. Shizu gave this avatar away for free, so I downloaded it so that way I can make it a custom design. And the hands are so small. This one, I don't ever use this one, I don't think. I have my GTA Barry one. Use the GTA Barry, why not? There we go. She's got no pants. Careful. She has like underwear on, but she has no pants on. Festive layout. But yeah, I love this avatar. I miss Shizu. I miss her so much. She does such amazing work. I don't think she's not doing avatars anymore, but I do know that I was part of her Discord and she left that Discord server and she gave it to the other person she was with because they stopped dating. So he turned it into his Discord and it's not hers anymore. I don't think she has a Discord anymore. I think she just I'm probably gonna get complained about the ass for these songs though. But yeah, she made this one too. She's not in that server anymore. I follow her on Twitter and she follows me back, and like I could still message her on Discord if I wanted to ask for like another permission or something. But I don't know if she really does avatars anymore because she left that server. I do know she has a Gumroad and she did make an avatar on her Gumroad. So I don't know if she's just doing that now, just making like Gumroad avatars, if she's even doing avatars at all. Because I know like on her, I don't even know if the world is still up. I'm actually gonna look at that. Go to favorites. Is there a way to do that? Avatar, social. Okay, so her world is still up. Okay, she changed the about so it just shows her Discord link. It doesn't say anything. Did it get updated? The last update was very recently. Okay, so it has been updated. Ooh, I'm gonna fucking go here. I wanna see what the update is. I wanna see what she's done, if she's even done anything. Yeah, she has her Discord link, so I'm assuming she still makes avatars. It's just she doesn't have her server anymore. Which, I mean, is not the worst thing in the world. It just kind of sucks, though, because I was like... Because I had bought commissioned avatars from her, I'm considered, like... I get, like, a special role for it. But she's not there anymore, so it's like... It feels like the role's meaningless. She does great work, though. All her avatars are really good. Alright. Let's see. Ooh, it does look like she updated it. It does look a little different. It doesn't look as big as it did before. It doesn't look as bright either. It looks like she's taken a bunch of them down. I know she had to remove a bunch of them because they had like inappropriate parts to them. It was just the base she used, but it said they were like inappropriate, so she had to remove a lot of them. Yeah, she doesn't really have much of anything on here anymore. I don't know if she's gonna fix it, but it does look like she got rid of a lot of them. I've always liked this avatar though. Oof, it's still lagging like crazy though. Yeah, this one's always been nice. Yeah, a lot of the avatars she used to have, she just does not have on here anymore. place is still laggy though, I will say that. Okay. Updated favorites. Ooh. Oh, the MMD Dance World is still getting updated. That's nice to see. What other worlds do they have? I did want to see this one. Waste of space, work in progress, don't know what I'm doing, so it's just a bunch of random stuff. Don't mind the pointless updates for now. Okay. Okay, let's see. Damn, it really is just a random place, huh? There's a giant Christmas tree here. That's why I was curious about it, because it's a giant Christmas tree. Alright. Oh, I'm lagging up the ass, though. The only way for me to be able to own a VR headset is for me to be filthy rich, which I am not. That's not true. You can get a Quest. A Quest isn't killer expensive. I'm gonna try to be here again and see if hopefully I don't lag as bad. I did hear that the Quest, their prices got updated, so I don't know if it's the same price as it was. But I do know that the Quest was like $300, which, yeah, that is a lot of money. I mean, I'm not gonna lie and say that headset is not expensive, but I mean, it's better than paying $1,000 for a headset. So that's all I can really say. I know the older models, like the Rift and the Rift S, you can find on marketplaces and stuff for pretty cheap. So that's not too bad. And they still work, obviously, you know. My friend Rue has a Rift S still, and I have the original Rift, and they still work fine. It's just setup with my Rift is a pain because I have to have the sensors, and so then I'll have to set up the sensors, and then I'll have to find ports in the back of my computer to plug them in, and it takes time that I just don't want to waste. So I'll use Alex's Quest and just do the air link, and it works pretty fine. The cool thing about a Oculus Quest is that you can do the air link, and the air link will essentially connect it to the computer, and it works just the same as a normal headset would. So that's what's nice about it. I know I really want to get an Index, but the Index is like the one that's like $1,000. I guess Alex just told me today that you can get a Index for $500 if you just get the headset. It's like $500.
But I mean, you just get the headsets, then you need to get, I'm assuming that doesn't come with the controllers or anything like that, so you'd have to get that stuff separately. But that's the one that I want, is the Index, because the Index seems like it's better for like gaming purposes and like streaming purposes. The Index seems to be better for that. Plus I just fucking hate Meta, so there's that. I hate Meta. I hate Facebook, I hate Meta, I hate all that stuff. Hello, cat. But the fun thing about VRChat though is you also don't have to have a headset. You can play VRChat without VR. It's just a social game. It's just a game where you go in and they have different game modes and stuff. Like, people have made a bunch of different fun games in this place, and you can just come in and play games with friends, and it's a good time. Most worlds don't have a super low limit. Some worlds do, that you can only do it with like 4 people, but a lot of worlds are more like 10 to like 25 people you can play games with. And then of course you have chill worlds like this where you can just sit down and talk and hang out and meet new friends and things like that. I'm definitely not going to say VRChat's like a great game and it's the best place to be, because there's a lot of issues with like encouraging drinking and things like that in this game. And so being an alcoholic is very prone in this game. Like, alcoholics can thrive here because they can come here every night and then just get shit-faced and go to bed and sleep in VR and then wake up and do the same thing all over again. And that's not healthy. I think kids, there needs to be some more rules in place in terms of with children being in the space, because a lot of adults in this game are not good influences for kids. That is the unfortunate truth. I watched a whole documentary about it, and they were talking about like this adult was encouraging this kid to drink alcohol, and like, that's shitty. I'm sorry, but that's shitty, and you shouldn't do that. And so it's just, I'm not saying that VRChat's the best place in the world to be, but if you have a group of friends and you all want to get in this game and like do games and stuff together with a group of friends, I'd say it's absolutely worth it. If you want to make friends, this is a pretty good place to make friends as well. Just be careful is all I can say, because unfortunately it is not the safest place. I've heard of a lot of women who have gotten harassed on here. I've just heard a lot of bad stories. Thankfully, I haven't experienced any of them, if many of them. The only things that I've really experienced is the occasional like asshole who will come up and talk shit and think that they're funny, like saying racial slurs and things like that. You know, I've heard an occasional thing of that, but most of the time in the worlds that I go to or when I play, I normally just play with my friends, so I don't really have to deal with that. You know, I don't have to deal with shitty people. But public lobbies are not always the best, and you will have someone thinking they're being funny and they're not, and it sucks, but that's just how it is. But I like playing VRChat with my friends. I like getting my friends on and us all playing games. All of my friends are adults, because I'm an adult and that's how it should be. But you know, we've even gone to the drinking worlds and done drinking games and things like that. It's not an every night thing for us. It's definitely like a every now and then thing for us. We'll do that, but I mean, when me and my friends played VRChat actively, you know, like every night, we would oftentimes do things like the dice game where you'd ask questions and things like that. We would play that for hours, or you know, we just hang out and do fun things and play the random games and stuff. Like, we play Murder. Murder's always fun. I would say Murder's probably got the better lobbies than other places do. There was only one time recently where I dealt with a lobby that had a kid who thought he was being funny and saying stupid shit, and I just left the lobby and went to a different one because, you know, it's, I don't know, kids being kids, I guess. Fucking 14-year-old boys thinking they're funny by saying stupid racial shit, and it's, I don't know. It's also as easy as just blocking them, you know? You don't even have to leave the lobby, you can just block them and then you don't have to see them and deal with them. I do know a lot of people talk about how they'll play in VR and there will be like pick me girls, and there'll be a lot of girls that'll come in and, like, if you have a boyfriend or if you have someone who's got like an e-boy avatar, a girl will come up and they will like start flirting with them, and if you say something they will like threaten to fight you and say you're not, I'm not the one, and things like that. And fucking, I think that, like most cases in virtual spaces, even like social websites like Twitter and Tumblr and things like that, people think that they can just say whatever they want and they'll get away with it. So that's another thing you have to be careful of, is that you'll have people who thrive off of being bullies, and you know, it sucks, but that's just how people are. I try to be nice and I try to spread positivity wherever I go. Normally people aren't mean to me because I don't think they really have a reason to. I don't really start anything. I don't really say much. I'm a very quiet, shy person, especially when I'm in public lobbies and things like that. I'm normally really quiet because I'm nervous. I'm nervous to be around these people regardless of if it's VR or not. I'm nervous. And a lot of these people, I think they see that and they kind of just leave me alone, you know? If I don't go up to them, they don't come up to me, type thing. I've never had to deal with like a pick-me girl. And honestly, I don't know how I would react to dealing with a pick-me girl. I know there's this avatar that I really want to get Alex. It's this like really cool plague doctor type avatar that I showed him and he really liked it. So I really want to give him that avatar. But I feel like once he has like one of those avatars on, you know, one of those like really cute like boy avatar skins on, I feel like if we go to public lobbies, people are gonna try to be mean to me to try to get with him, and I mean, I know that he would never like really allow it, you know, he would shut it down very quickly. But I think my biggest thing is I just don't understand why girls do that. I don't see why girls think that's fun to do. I don't see how being a pick-me is so cool, you know? I just don't get it. Like, what's the point of being mean to other women like that and putting other girls down just because you want an ounce of a man's attention? Like, I don't know. I just don't get it. It's insane to me. Ugh. Now my chat is back to not being red again because it's in a dark spot. I have coffee. I'm barely drinking any. What time is it? It's about 4:10. Okay. But no, I would say that I enjoy VRChat, but I probably won't have the best, like, I probably feel the way I do about VRChat because I've spent it with friends. And I haven't been the type of player to just go to public lobbies and try to make friends that way. I mainly spend VRChat with my friends. I either spend it with my friends or alone. I've met some cool people. When I first started playing, I think it was like 2019. I met some really cool people back then, and you know, we would have fun and go to different worlds and things like that. I've met a lot of people through TikTok. You know, I've met a lot of friends through TikTok and doing things that way. But like, that's how I have my good like feelings about this game. But I know not everyone does. You know, I know not everyone is the biggest, you know, fan of this game, because of issues that they've gone through in this game. I have a friend who always talks shit about VRChat. Like, always talks shit about it. But then he'll come back to it, you know, and play it some more. And I think it's just because that's where his friends are, you know? It's that type of thing. You may not like the app, but you like the people on it. So oh. I forgot how tired VR makes me. But damn, part of me is thinking about fucking going back to this model. I fucking play it in VRChat and then I'm like, oh man, I missed this model. I don't know. I guess I'll have to think about it. I was thinking about going back to Dinoberry too. I think that's always gonna be a constant thing. I'm, like I said, I'm still struggling with the whole who am I thing, so I feel like I'm constantly changing my persona because I'm just trying to figure out who I am. I feel like another thing I could do though is message Shizu and ask for a 3D model of my VTube model, and she would probably make it. But I know it's gonna be expensive and I don't have the money right now for it. I say expensive, her models aren't super expensive, but to me they're expensive because I just don't have the money. Yeah, no one's really on now though. It might be the case if they normally just get on later. But yeah, I think I'll end the stream here now though, because I don't really know what else to talk about. I think I've talked about everything I wanted to talk about. I did. I just, nothing bad's happened. Nothing exciting has happened either. I do still want to keep making my own content and making my own original content. But I might do some Markiplier stuff on like TikTok or like things like that. But I don't know. It's just the case of like right now I'm in this really weird spot where I'm trying to figure out what I want to do. But I'll figure it out, you know. I'll figure it out. We'll see what we're doing. But yeah, I guess if you want to see more of like my stuff, like stuff like this where I stream, I would definitely recommend checking out my Twitch. Twitch.tv/SecretlyMarkiplier'sBarry, same as here. I would totally recommend that. And I'll probably just go in between streaming here and YouTube, or here and Twitch. But I'm probably gonna be leaving here and then setting up stuff to stream on Twitch, so that'll be fun. But thank you for being here. Thank you for hanging out with me. I would love to stream more VRChat type stuff in the future. Maybe not exactly like this where I'm just sitting and talking. Maybe more things like where I'm actually playing games and stuff with my friends. I'm actually trying to set up a VRChat like night now. Trying to set something up so that way I can hang out with my friends and do something. But I don't know when that'll be yet, but hopefully it'll be soon. I'll probably stream that on YouTube instead of Twitch. But yeah, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. And I will see you when I see you.